Imagine if you could get anything you want in just 3 days. Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, thanks to Neville Goddard's amazing technique, it's actually possible. Think about it for a moment. What if you could have that dream job, that perfect relationship, or that house you've always wanted? What if you could make it happen not in years, not in months, but in just 3 days? It might sound crazy, but stick with me because I'm about to show you how you can do just that. This isn't some magic trick or get-rich-quick scheme. It's a powerful method that uses the most amazing tool you already have, your own mind. We're going to dive into a technique that has changed the lives of thousands of people. It's a method that taps into the incredible power of your thoughts and imagination. And the best part? Anyone can do it. You don't need any special skills or knowledge. You just need to be open to trying something new. Now, you might be thinking, if it's so easy, why isn't everyone doing it? Well, that's the thing. Many people don't know about this technique, or if they do, they don't believe it can work for them. But here's the truth. Your mind is more powerful than you realize. It has the ability to shape your reality in ways you might never have thought possible. And today, you're going to learn how to use that power to manifest your deepest desires in just 3 days. Before we dive into the technique itself, let's talk about the person who came up with it. His name was Neville Goddard, and he was a pretty amazing guy. Born in 1905 in Barbados, Neville wasn't always a spiritual teacher. In fact, he started out as a dancer and actor. But he had a deep interest in spiritual matters, and over time, he developed some really powerful ideas about how our minds work and how we can use them to change our lives. Neville Goddard believed that our imagination is the key to creating our reality. He taught that the world we see around us is actually a reflection of our inner thoughts and beliefs. It might sound a bit strange at first, but think about it. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to always have good luck, while others always seem to struggle? According to Neville, this isn't just chance. It's because of the way these people think and what they believe about themselves and the world. One of Neville's most famous ideas was that imagination creates reality. He believed that if we could vividly imagine something we want and really feel as if we already have it, we could make it come true in our actual lives. It's like planting a seed in your mind and watching it grow into reality. And the technique we're going to learn today is one of the most powerful ways to do just that. Now let's get into the heart of Neville Goddard's teachings. The basic principle is simple, but it's also incredibly powerful. Here it is. What you think about, you bring about. In other words, your thoughts are like seeds that grow into your real-life experiences. It's a bit like being the director of your own movie. The thoughts and images you focus on are like the script, and your life is the movie that plays out based on that script. This might sound a bit far-fetched at first. After all, we're used to thinking that the world just happens to us, and we don't have much control over it. But Neville Goddard, along with many other spiritual teachers, believed that this isn't true at all. They taught that we have much more power over our lives than we realize. We're not just passive observers of our lives, we're active creators. Think about it this way. Have you ever been in a bad mood, and then suddenly everything seems to go wrong? You stub your toe, you spill your coffee, you get stuck in traffic. It's like the whole world is against you. But then on other days, when you're feeling great, everything just seems to flow. You hit all green lights, people are extra nice to you, and good things keep happening. According to Neville Goddard, this isn't just coincidence. It's because your thoughts and feelings are actually shaping your experience of reality. Now, this doesn't mean that just thinking about something once will make it magically appear. If it were that easy, we'd all be living our dream lives already. The key is to think about what you want in a very specific way. You need to not just think about it, but really feel it as if it's already true. And that's exactly what Neville Goddard's 3-day technique helps you do. This technique is all about using your imagination in a powerful way. It's not just daydreaming or wishful thinking. It's about creating such a vivid and real experience in your mind that your subconscious mind starts to believe it's true. And when that happens, amazing things start to unfold in your life. The power of this principle lies in its simplicity. You don't need any special equipment or skills. You don't need to chant any magic words or perform any rituals. All you need is your own mind and the willingness to use it in a new way. It's a tool that's always with you, always available, and incredibly powerful when used correctly. But here's the thing. This principle doesn't just work for the good stuff. It works for everything you focus on, whether it's positive or negative. That's why it's so important to be aware of your thoughts. If you're constantly thinking about what could go wrong or focusing on your problems, you might actually be creating more of those negative experiences in your life. But the good news is, once you understand this principle, you can start to change your thinking and, in turn, change your life. This is where Neville Goddard's 3-day technique comes in. It's a way to focus your mind so powerfully on what you want that you start to see results incredibly quickly. It's like a shortcut to manifestation, a way to bypass all the doubt and uncertainty and go straight to creating the reality you desire. Now, you might be wondering, if this is so powerful, why doesn't everyone know about it? Well, the truth is, many people do know about these ideas. You might have heard similar concepts from other teachers or in books about the law of attraction. But knowing about something and actually putting it into practice are two different things. That's why we're going to break down this technique step by step so you can actually use it in your own life. Remember, this isn't about positive thinking in a vague, general way. It's about a specific, focused technique that you can use to manifest particular things in your life. Whether you want a new job, a loving relationship, better health, or anything else, this technique can help you bring it into your life. But before we get into the details of the technique, it's important to understand that this isn't about controlling other people or manipulating the world around you. It's about aligning yourself with what you truly want and allowing it to come into your life. It's about becoming the kind of person who naturally attracts the things you desire. This technique is also not about instant gratification or getting things without any effort. While you might see results quickly, the real power comes from consistently applying these principles in your life. It's about changing your habitual thought patterns and beliefs, which can lead to long-lasting changes in your life. As we go through the steps of this technique, keep in mind that it might feel a bit strange or uncomfortable at first. That's normal. We're not used to using our minds in this way. But if you stick with it and really give it a try, you might be amazed at what happens. So, are you ready to learn how to manifest your desires in just 3 days? Are you ready to tap into the incredible power of your own mind? Great! In the next section, we'll break down the 3-day technique step by step so you can start using it right away. Get ready to unlock the power of your imagination and start creating the life you've always dreamed of. The 3-day technique, your path to rapid manifestation. Now let's talk about this 3-day technique. It's a way to focus your mind so strongly that what you want shows up in your life super fast. This method is like a supercharged version of regular visualization. It's not just about thinking about what you want. It's about living it in your mind so vividly that your brain starts to believe it's already real. The power of this technique lies in its intensity and duration. By focusing on your desire for 3 days straight, you're giving your subconscious mind a clear and consistent message. It's like turning up the volume on your manifestation efforts. Instead of sending out a weak signal now and then, you're broadcasting your desire loud and clear for 3 whole days. But why 3 days? Well, Neville Goddard found that this was the sweet spot. It's long enough to make a real impact on your subconscious mind, but short enough that you can maintain intense focus without getting burnt out. It's like a manifestation sprint rather than a marathon. The 3-day technique works with the natural rhythms of your mind. During the day, your conscious mind is active, dealing with all the tasks and challenges of daily life. But at night, as you drift off to sleep, your subconscious mind takes over. This is when the real magic happens. By doing this technique right before sleep, you're planting seeds in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. Think of it like programming a computer. For 3 nights in a row, you're inputting the same program, your desire. And just like a computer, your subconscious mind takes this input and starts working on making it a reality. It starts looking for opportunities, making connections, and guiding your actions in ways you might not even be aware of. But here's the really cool part. You don't have to figure out how your desire will come true. That's not your job. Your job is simply to plant the seed by vividly imagining what you want. The how is taken care of by forces bigger than you, call it the universe, God, or simply the incredible power of your subconscious mind. The first step in this powerful technique is to choose your desire. This might sound simple, but it's actually a crucial part of the process. You need to pick one thing you really want. It could be anything: a new job, a relationship, or even a physical object. Just make sure it's something you truly desire. When choosing your desire, it's important to be specific. Don't just say, "I want more money." Instead, decide on a specific amount. Don't just say, "I want a better job." Instead, imagine your dream job in detail. The more specific you are, the easier it will be to visualize and the more powerful your manifestation will be. But here's an important point. Make sure your desire is something you genuinely want, not just something you think you should want. Your heart needs to be in it. If you're trying to manifest something just because other people think it's important or because you think it's what you're supposed to want, it probably won't work as well. Also, while it's great to dream big, it's often helpful to choose something that feels at least somewhat possible to you. If your desire feels completely out of reach, you might have trouble really believing in it. And belief is a key part of this process. Start with something that stretches you but doesn't break you. Remember, you're not limited to material things. You can use this technique to manifest experiences, personal growth, or even changes in your relationships or career. Maybe you want to become more confident or to heal a relationship with a family member. These are all valid desires that you can work with. Once you've chosen your desire, take some time to really think about it. What would it look like if you had this thing or experience? How would it feel? What would change in your life? The more you can connect with your desire on an emotional level, the more powerful your manifestation will be. Now that you've chosen your desire, it's time for the heart of the technique. Every night for 3 nights, right before you fall asleep, you're going to imagine that you already have what you want. This isn't just casual daydreaming. You need to use all your senses to make this imagination as vivid and real as possible. Here's how to do it. As you lie in bed, close your eyes and take a few deep breaths to relax. Then start to create a scene in your mind that represents your desire being fulfilled. If you're manifesting a new job, imagine yourself sitting at your new desk or shaking hands with your new boss. If it's a relationship you want, imagine going on a perfect date with your ideal partner. The key is to make this scene as real and detailed as possible. What do you see around you? What sounds can you hear? Are there any specific smells or tastes associated with your scene? Can you feel anything? The texture of clothing, a breeze on your skin, the sensation of movement? For example, if you're manifesting a new car, don't just see it in your mind. Imagine yourself sitting in the driver's seat. Feel the smooth leather of the steering wheel under your hands. Hear the purr of the engine as you start it up. Smell that new car smell. The more senses you involve, the more real it will feel to your subconscious mind. As you're imagining this scene, pay attention to how you feel. Are you excited, happy, grateful? Really let yourself feel these positive emotions. Emotion is like fuel for your manifestation. The stronger the positive feeling, the more powerful the effect. Keep this scene going in your mind as you drift off to sleep. Don't worry if you fall asleep before you finish. That's actually perfect. You want these images and feelings to be the last thing in your mind as you transition into sleep. This allows them to sink deep into your subconscious mind, where they can start to work their magic. Remember, you're going to do this for 3 nights in a row. Each night, use the same scene or a very similar one. Consistency is key here. You're essentially programming your subconscious mind, and repetition helps to reinforce the message. Don't be discouraged if it feels a bit awkward or difficult at first. Like any new skill, this takes practice. Your imagination is a muscle, and the more you use it, the stronger it gets. By the 3rd night, you'll likely find that your scene feels more vivid and real. This step is where the real power of the technique lies. By vividly imagining your desire as you fall asleep, you're bypassing the logical, critical part of your mind that might usually say, "That's impossible," or "You can't have that." You're speaking directly to your subconscious mind, which doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's vividly imagined. The most important part of this whole process is to feel the happiness and excitement of having your desire. It's not enough to just see it in your mind. You need to really let yourself feel those good emotions. This is what brings your visualization to life and gives it the power to manifest in your reality. When you're doing your nightly visualization, pay close attention to how you feel. If you're manifesting a new job, feel the pride and satisfaction of doing work you love. If it's a relationship, feel the warmth and joy of being with someone who truly cares for you. Whatever your desire, allow yourself to fully experience the positive emotions associated with it. Don't hold back here. Let yourself feel as happy and excited as you would if your desire had actually come true. Smile, laugh, feel your heart swell with joy. The more real and intense these emotions feel, the more powerful your manifestation will be. This emotional component is crucial because our subconscious minds respond more strongly to feelings than to thoughts. You can think about something all day long, but if you don't feel it, it won't have much impact. But when you combine vivid imagination with strong, positive emotions, you're sending a powerful message to your subconscious that this is real and important. Remember, your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between what's happening in reality and what you're vividly imagining. So when you feel genuine joy and excitement in your visualization, your subconscious takes that as a signal that your desire has already come true, and it starts to adjust your thoughts, beliefs, and actions to match this new reality. If you find it difficult to feel these positive emotions at first, don't worry. This is normal, especially if you've been feeling frustrated or discouraged about your desire. Start small. Focus on feeling just a little bit of hope or excitement. As you practice, you'll find it gets easier to tap into these positive feelings. One trick that can help is to recall a time when you felt really happy and excited in the past. Remember that feeling in your body and then bring that same feeling into your visualization. You can also try smiling or laughing out loud as you visualize. This can actually trigger positive emotions in your body. After the third night of visualization, it's time for a crucial step: letting go. This might seem counterintuitive. After all that focus and effort, now you're supposed to just let it go. But trust me, this is a vital part of the process. Here's what letting go means. After your 3 nights of intense visualization, you stop actively trying to make your desire happen. You trust that it's coming to you. You don't worry about how it will happen. You just know that it will. This step is important because it allows the universe, or your subconscious mind if you prefer, to work its magic without interference. It's like planting a seed. You don't dig it up every day to see if it's growing. You plant it, water it, and then trust that it will grow in its own time. Letting go doesn't mean you stop wanting your desire. It just means you stop obsessing over it. You've done your part by setting your intention and programming your subconscious mind. Now it's time to allow the manifestation process to unfold naturally. This can be the hardest part for many people. We're used to trying to control everything in our lives. But sometimes our efforts to control can actually block our manifestations. We get so caught up in trying to figure out how it will happen that we miss the opportunities that are presenting themselves. So how do you let go? Start by reminding yourself that you've done the work. You've planted the seed. Now it's time to trust the process. If you find yourself worrying or doubting, gently redirect your thoughts. You can say to yourself, "I've set my intention. Now I trust that it's on its way to me." It can also help to keep yourself busy with other things. Focus on enjoying your life right now, rather than constantly looking for signs that your desire is manifesting. Often, it's when we're not looking that our manifestations appear. Remember, letting go doesn't mean giving up. You're not saying, "Oh well, I guess it's not going to happen." Instead, you're saying, "I know it's happening, and I'm excited to see how it unfolds." It's a subtle but important difference. As you go about your days after completing the 3-night visualization, stay open and receptive. Your manifestation might not appear exactly as you imagined it. Be open to unexpected opportunities and synchronicities. Sometimes, the universe has an even better plan than we could have come up with on our own. And there you have it, Neville Goddard's powerful 3-day technique for manifesting your desires. We've covered a lot of ground, from understanding the basic principle that your thoughts create your reality, to the specifics of how to visualize your desire and feel the emotions of already having it. Remember, this technique is simple, but it's not always easy. It takes practice and patience. Don't be discouraged if you don't see results immediately. Some manifestations happen quickly, while others take more time. The key is to trust the process and keep a positive attitude. As you start using this technique, you might find that it changes more than just your external circumstances. Many people report feeling happier, more confident, and more in control of their lives. That's because this technique isn't just about getting stuff, and it's about becoming the kind of person who naturally attracts what they desire. So why not give it a try? Choose something you really want, something that excites you. Spend the next 3 nights visualizing it in vivid detail. Feel the joy and excitement of having it. Then, let it go and trust that it's on its way to you. You have nothing to lose and potentially everything to gain. Who knows? In just 3 days, you might find yourself on the path to manifesting your wildest dreams. The power is in your hands, or more accurately, in your mind. Use it wisely and watch as your life transforms in amazing ways. Remember, you are the creator of your reality. Your thoughts, your emotions, your beliefs, these are the tools you have to shape your world. Use them consciously and intentionally, and there's no limit to what you can achieve. So go ahead, start your 3-day manifestation journey tonight. Believe in yourself, trust the process, and get ready to welcome amazing things into your life. Your future self will thank you for taking this step today. Happy manifesting!